In this video, I will walk you through the 10-week PMP preparatory program in detail. If you have 50 hours to spend during this 10 weeks time, you will be ready for the final PMP certification. We have factored in all those things that can go wrong in one's PMP preparation, and we have prevented it in the training. One of the key reasons for failure is lack of exam practice. We have incorporated exam practice from day one of the training. So we have this 10 weeks program. Approximately you will spend around 35 hours during this 10 weeks time studying and practicing tests. And after that, if you spend another 15 hours of rigorous study and exam practice, the probability of you passing the PMP in the first attempt itself is very high. Now I'll walk you through the micro level details of the course. I wish you good luck. At the end of this video, if you can scroll down, in the description part of the video, I've given the links to more details about the training. So at the end of this video, please scroll down and click on the link that will take you through the program page at pmricampus.com. Good luck. The first step is go to pmricampus.com and here click on PMP 2021. So that will give you the course contents page. So this is the course outline. We have the PMP orientation and the week 1 to be completed in week 1, and at the end of the week there is an assessment and there is a meeting with the instructor also. Then we move on to week 2, again assessment and a meeting with the instructor. Week 3, week 4, week 5 and week 6 onwards the Agile and Scrum starts, and every week there is an assessment and there is a meeting with the instructor. So likewise, you complete 10 weeks time, you will be thorough with the subject and you will exactly know how to answer, because every week as part of the assessment you would have done many simulation tests. When I say simulation test, each week you are not going to do 200 questions. Each week you will do around 30 to 40 questions on an average, and these questions are available to you. Once you register, you can access them. That is PMP tests. If you click, it is restricted with a password. That is only for the registered students it is available. So you will get access to these tests, so you can do them any number of time you want. So that is one key aspect of this course. Generally what happens is the training is completed, and after the training people get into exam practice, and it can be very often it can be a shocker for the participants, because during the course they tend to believe that they've understood everything, things are easy, and the moment they come across a simulation test, everything becomes very difficult for you. So the dropout ratio has become very high. If approximately 10 people attend the course, only 3 or 4 become PMP because only 4 of them go for the PMP exam. The remaining 6 drops out. The key reason is this sudden realization that the questions are going to be scenario based, not direct. Because if you ask them direct questions, they know everything. The moment it gets into scenario mode stuff, they find it very difficult, and the chances of a dropout is very high. So we have incorporated exam practice from day 1 onwards. And the instructor is available to you throughout the course. Instructor is just a click away. You click on this WhatsApp logo here, straight away you can start interacting with the instructor. Instructor is available from approximately 7:30 a.m. India Standard Time to 11 p.m. India Standard Time. So you can chat with the instructor anytime you have a question, or the next day. At least within 8 hours time you will get the reply from the instructor, and you have access to the YouTube channel, which has the repository of all the video lessons also. But then here we have structured those video lessons to make things very easy. If I click on the 10-week PMP, now 1 minute. The top 10 reasons for failure in the PMP exam, it will point to the exact video in the YouTube video in the YouTube channel. So you need not really worry about picking up which one to do. So everything is structured here in this page. Projects, programs, and portfolio. Click here. It will take you to the exact video explaining these things. Okay, so that is about the course structure. So we discussed about instructor support at the press of a button through WhatsApp, then the YouTube channel, and the course structure, and the PMP tests, and the modules, the week-wise schedule. And another advantage is every weekend you will have a meeting with the instructor. So here the default schedules are given here. Click on meetings. Every Fridays 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. India Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. India Standard Time. To summarize it, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday there are meetings with the instructor. You need to attend any one of these meetings. You miss it, if Friday is convenient, attend it on a Friday. Next week Friday is difficult, Saturday is okay, Saturday you attend. Sometimes Sunday also you attend. Sometimes these are one-to-one meetings. Sometimes there could be 1 or 2 other persons also participating from other geographies. So what really happens during these meetings is we just discuss about the progress you made. So even if you lag behind, okay, next week you will have to compensate for it. And if you don't have many questions, we do some simulation tests through screen sharing along with the instructor, and these meetings are happening through the Zoom link. And if you really want to schedule a meeting with the instructor, you can schedule a meeting also. If you want to register, just schedule a meeting with the instructor. That means if some of the topics are becoming difficult for you, even after watching the video you are unable to understand, then schedule a meeting with the instructor. The instructor will explain it in detail to you. Now here again, if you go back to this PMP 2021, here there is a link, register for PMP course. So all the details are explained here, and during the week you will have to watch the videos prescribed and complete the assessment test, and The course fee is provided here, and if you are outside India, we'll send you a PayPal link. If you are inside India, we'll send you the bank transfer details. So which one is easier, you can process, you can transfer an equivalent amount, and you need to give that amount only after the first meeting with the instructor. So it is not mandatory that you should pay it upfront and then do it. Complete the week 1 module, have a meeting with the instructor, and if both the instructor and the participant feels that okay, it is viable, then only you pay the fees. Otherwise, you can drop out. When I say drop out, all our lessons are in the public domain, so you can access these videos even if you don't register for the training. With registration, the extras you get is the weekly meeting with the instructor and the practice test, and the online support anytime by the instructor using WhatsApp. Without that, if you just want to refer to the video lessons, that is in the public domain anyway. You can access it whenever you want it. Now I'll take you through this sample exam practice that happened during one of the weekend meetings, because the participants did not have many questions. Things were very clear to them. So after the week 1, we did the practice test together. That means the participant shared a screen with the instructor, and then he did that 25 questions, and we kind of analyzed the answers, and a discussion happened around it. So practice test starts with the day 1 itself, and by the time you complete 10 weeks, you'll be pretty confident about the topics and how to approach the exam. And after that, it is just 10 days hard work. You should pass. Coming back to our track record, we are into training and consulting business for more than now 15 years. Project Management Research Institute was started in the year 2005. And the PMRI campus is the educational portal of Project Management Research Institute. And these are photographs from the programs we've conducted in different geographies over these years. I put some photos here. There are many. So this is a kind of just to show that saying it through pictures is easier than saying it with words. So this is our experience and track record. We have trained at least 15,000 people in both agile and predictive project management. That includes classroom training as well as online training. Okay, so the nice memories of the past, and yeah, I really cherish these experiences. So experience wise, don't worry. Agile expertise wise, don't worry. Traditional project management also, we are pretty good. So if you are keen to pass PMP, maybe just register for the course by clicking on PMP 2021 and just click on register for the PMP. You just fill up this form, then immediately we will schedule a meeting with you, and we'll clarify all your questions. Plus we also want to know a little bit about yourself, whether have you attended any training in the past, did you fail in the exam before, what was the reason, and what is your current job, how many years experience. All those things we discuss, and plus the accent. My accent you should understand, and your accent I should understand. So if everything is fine, then we can decide to go ahead with the training. So just register if you are interested. Payment happens afterwards, after the first meeting, so don't worry about the payment part. Now let us see how a weekly meeting with the instructor goes. So in this particular meeting, we discussed about the progress made, and then and he said he did not complete the assessment for week 1. Then we said, okay, let us do it in the weekly meeting time with the instructor. So jointly we were doing that assessment for week 1.
The product of the project was released 2 months later than planned. Despite late delivery, project management is appreciative of the effort expended and believes that this product will generate. Management also thinks the experience of this team will provide great value for the teams. Best completed by the team. Yes, by the team, not just the project manager, because he may not have done all
What
the.
about the program manager? What about the sponsor? What
Yeah, no,
about the
sponsor will
suppliers?
not. Sponsor is actually a high interest person, but he doesn't do the hands-on thing, right? He doesn't know what mistakes people have done, so he is actually he will not have the knowledge of that.
Then
Project manager.
what about the lessons learned by him? Yeah, should it be captured?
No, it should be by everybody, uh, but then I think that mostly if I have to choose one, right? I mean, one thing certainly is sponsor will only take decisions. He will not actually make mistakes. He only takes decisions, so
What
even
about
that will be
suppliers? What about suppliers?
no, no, we don't take, because they are not part of the team, right? Lessons learned should be done by the team. Project manager can actually help it, but then he is also part of the team, right? Project manager is also part of the project team, so he along with the team members should actually finish the lessons learned. That is something I think it should be because sponsor and stakeholders strictly no, because I mean, if it is just sponsor, I mean, sponsor doesn't have all the details. I mean, it's only one person, right, who is going to complete it. Sponsor may have one, but that some one or two, but stakeholder suppliers certainly they are external to the team. They don't, for example, stakeholders also include the suppliers. That actually means that we don't ask suppliers to write, okay, give me the lessons learned. I think it should be done by us based on the experience that we had with them. It is for our purpose, for our organizational purpose. So I think maybe not from the customers. Customers also we don't ask. I buy from Amazon. They will not ask what is the lessons learned. I mean, they'll only ask for the experience, and that will be taken by the team, and then they will write the lessons learned document. So I think should be the team. That's how I'm thinking. And then project manager should only be managing. It should be delegated to somebody, right? I mean, that's what I guess.
Okay, it's a learning exercise, so fine. You can make mistakes. Okay, it's okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yes. I'll actually will discuss once. I think we're almost near finishing thing,
Yeah, I
and
think so.
maybe
Yeah.
that is one consideration of our ongoing operations and maintenance is crucially important. Uh, Ongoing operations and maintenance should be actually included as activities as a part of project closure. That is correct. But then I separate phase. Correct. Actually, not just project closure. This is correct. Yes, I think that forms. I think once it is ended, it will form the operation. That is what I was told before. It
Consideration
cannot
of
be part of
ongoing
the.
operations and maintenance is crucially important to products of projects. Ongoing operations and maintenance
A
should be
separate phase
included.
of the.
Be a separate phase in the project life cycle because large portion of the life cycle cost is devoted to maintenance, not viewed as a part of a project.
be viewed as a separate project?
I think it actually becomes into a different life cycle actually. So I don't think closure is generally once the lessons learned is done, it's done, the project will close. But
Okay.
then separate life cycle will start, which is like op maintenance, O&M. At least this is how it happened in, I mean, like G, I was taught. What is a
That is
program?
okay. Now the what not to be viewed as part of a project. Your scope
Correct.
is over, right?
Correct. Its scope is over once, and it should be a temporary endeavor, right? There are some operations which
So
go
what
on
about
for.
C? What about C?
No, it should not be viewed as a part of project because project is a temporary endeavor. It will have started and ended. Operations will not have ended. Actually,
So
it
what is
will
the
be
question? Please go back to the question.
ongoing
On
operations and maintenance
maintenance
should
should
be a
not.
separate phase.
What about C?
Oh, yeah. Correct. Yeah. Actually, that is correct.
I
Oh,
don't know.
it should.
Yeah, ultimate decision.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
I'm
I
trying to
actually,
confuse you, but then ultimate decision should come from you. I'm just trying to.
No, in fact, no. In fact, I read it wrongly. Actually, I thought that it is should. It's correct. Actually, C is also correct. It should not be part of
No,
viewed
it
as
is
a part of the
a
project.
confusing question. Maybe I'm getting it right because I've gone through it multiple times.
Correct. I think this is correct. I think this is correct because the point is that it should be very clear. Because one thing is that we should not make any assumptions that like large portion of life cycle cost is devoted to maintenance. Some projects may not have actually.
Here, see, I also got confused here when I came across this question for the first time. Actually, it is connected to the contract. If the contract is build, operate, and transfer, even the initial maintenance also is part of the project. Okay,
Correct.
so then B is right. If the contract type is build, operate, and transfer, then B is right. Since nothing
But
is
not
since nothing is
mentioned.
mentioned about the contract type, then because of that, C becomes right.
Correct. Yes, if it is not mentioned, we should not even think about it. That's what I think.
Yeah, correct.
In competitive exams, so we should. If nothing is mentioned, we should not. In fact, somehow I read it that it should be viewed as a part of project. So I think I should be little slower in when I'm reading. What is a program? An initiative set up by the management means to a group of. Yes, this is correct. A group of unrelated projects managed. And it should not be unrelated. It should be related,
Yeah,
not a
here the
conflict relation.
key is related projects. Okay, that is the
Correct,
key.
correct, correct. Related projects. A company is making an effort to improve the project performance and create historical records of past projects. What is the best? Create lessons learned. I think that is one thing. But to create, but not it's not a project management plan. No status reports. Yes. Can I actually redo this
Yeah,
just in case
you
if I
can
have
do
to?
it any number of times, not a problem.
Yes. So I
Because
will.
I'm seeing it as a part of learning. Okay, it is not testing your knowledge; it is learning. And without exam practice, you should not go for PMI final exam.
Very poorly.
It is okay.
Six-
So 16 out of 24, the pass rate is how much? 65%. So you have
Correct.
done it.
Okay.
Okay. So statistically, it is a pass,
But it is
and consider this as a learning exercise,
correct.
because many people don't do this exam practice. They don't do properly, and that is one major reason for failure.
A project team is discussing the benefits and drawbacks of working on projects within an organization, and now it has become project oriented. So matrix structure will report to many bosses. That's what I thought. They can agree on many advantages of the team, but they also agree on some drawbacks related to strong matrix structure the organization used to have. Used to have.
Yeah. So
Oh, I was actually. Oh, I think I did not read the question correctly. In a project, I think when I actually got stuck here that it's a strong matrix organization. So I was actually read its reports to many bosses. But the question, actual question is, in a project-oriented organization, this is all waste actually.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is
in a
all.
project,
That is gold plating. Okay, that's fine.
I got actually. I now I made understood. Actually, I got stuck here, but in reality, the question is in a
Uh,
project-oriented
no, for
organization, the
us,
project.
that is the learning. It is about reading the question, then picking up the most correct answer. That is the learning we are imparting now. Yeah. So
It will not always have a home. That is the correct answer. In a project-oriented organization, the project team
at the
will not always have a
end of the project, they will be sitting on the bench. They cannot.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
In a functional
They don't have it.
organization, they have a home to go back. At the end of the project, they
Correct.
go to their department.
Yes, yes. Actually, this is a good learning. I should concentrate on the question and then go, as you said, right? That is a very good thing.
Through
Start read
practice,
the question.
it will happen.
Correct.
This cannot
Yes.
be taught. Through practice, you will learn it. Okay, that's all. Fine.
Project managers have just realized that they are in a weak matrix organization, and then their power as a project manager. How is a project expediter different from a project coordinator? I had two questions, two things. One was project expediter has some authority, or project expediter can make more decision. I think maybe D is the answer. I have not actually gone through this
I think
differences.
is it A? A is the right answer.
Oh, expediter cannot make decisions. He can
Expeditor,
only.
no power at all. Yeah, almost zero power.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't. I think this the terminology I have to go through. I mean, I think that this is something
Okay.
that
Because
this
I
is
also got
actually.
confused, but then yeah, now as part of training, my knowledge is also getting revised, so it's fine.
Generally, what we thought, expediter is a person who can make things faster, actually, who pushes the things, expediting the work, we call it, right? Expediting means
Okay.
making things. But then I think maybe
In a
that
functional
terminology is.
organization, I think the project manager is only an expeditor. He
Oh,
cannot
okay,
make
okay, okay.
decisions. All the major decisions are taken by the functional manager.
Oh,
I think so, yeah.
okay, okay. In a project, let me just go back to the question. Uh, in a project, the project expediter cannot make decisions. Okay, okay. Uh, 10, this is the other question. A project manager's primary responsibility is to deliver product within this product of the project within project constraints. Actions taken and changes made to the benefit of one constraint could negatively affect another. Which of the following describes a major constraint? I think, is it the triangle scope, cost, and schedule? Are they
See,
talking together?
actually, uh, that was the time, cost, and scope was the triple constraints of the project till PMBOK 5. In PMBOK 6, it is C. Scope, schedule,
Scope.
cost, quality, risk, everything is there.
Oh, okay, okay. I was actually thinking one thing. Actually, in fact, I thought about it. In fact, I was about to put the reason is that resources, if we add more resources, can it actually affect other things? No, right? It will not, right? That is what I
If
thought.
I add more resources, sometimes it will affect cost,
Oh, yeah, right.
and it will have an
And
impact
customers,
on the schedule also.
oh, okay, 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 correct.
Okay,
No,
but
but then it doesn't negatively affect the other one, but it can
ultimately,
certainly increase.
this can be mapped into time, cost, and scope, because scope is scope, schedule is time, cost is cost, quality is conformance to requirements, so that is scope.
Okay.
Yeah, then okay, it's fine. In PMBOK 6, it is C as per PMBOK
Oh,
6. Okay.
okay. Wow. This is okay. This I actually looked at the triangle and then thought, okay, but then
Yeah. Okay.
maybe yeah, that's what I was mentioning. I have to go to the PM block one more time. Um, mm, yes.
See, even the other participants in the first attempt, they are scoring around 16 only.
Okay.
So it is okay. You are on. That is the baseline. Or that is the lessons I've learned. Okay, fine. Everybody
The project
scores
manager
around 16 in the first
60,
attempt. Yeah,
60.
out of 25.
Yeah. A project manager will not be required to perform planning or provide documentation. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is one thing that you have mentioned actually.
Yeah.
Because there is no planning. Yeah, but he
But
had it's every
generally issues and defects are considered as
operations.
repetitive. Yeah.
Operations. So
In
okay. Yeah.
software also bugs, every bug, okay, it keeps coming in, and we don't have a planning exercise for it. We just prioritize them and just do it. That's it.
Oh,
Level
okay.
1,
Okay.
level 2, level 3. Some SLA is there. Level 1,
Yes.
it must
Yes.
be completed in 4 hours time or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a confusing question. With practice only, you'll get the right answer.
Okay, I got it. Actually, so how we look at issue is that now I think it's correct. Now I kind of anything which is related to bug fixing, issues, sorting out, they are all still operations.
Again, depends whether it is a major issue which needs total re-engineering. But by default,
You have gone through the details. You have gone through the complete details of the course. Now I request you to scroll down, and in the details of the course we have given the link to the course. Click on the link. It will take you to the PMRI campus course page, and the key details are given there. And if you are interested, please register for the course. Thank you.